Applebytes. This is your Applebite Written Writ. Rob talking to you straight from our show here, The Written Writ. A show where you and you get creative, have fun, and geek out. And of course, time is running out for you to get, for your favorite podcasters to get their Wham Stand mic. Yes, folks, you nominate your favorite podcasters, and they get a chance to win this beautiful Wham Stand mic. And it's amazing, folks, because it is a little bit of a secret where you put your wireless mic right there, and all of a sudden you get all professional and become a podcaster.
This is a cool thing. It seems like this contest is going on forever. When's it going to end, Ralph?
Well, I have figured out that it's going to end Thanksgiving week. I might do a special Black Friday show.
There you go.
And it makes so much sense to me. And I was like, you know
what? Ralph tweeted, he's ahead of the votes. That's what it's going to end.
In all fairness, no, there's a lot of votes, actually. It's just that I've been busy.
So
you got to kind of throw on the side for a minute. But this is just giving me another moment to give another boost. I'm going to do one more video so that everybody can get a chance to win this. And spread the word on Wham Stand because they're fantastic. You know?
I'm sorry, Paul. Did you say something?
Yeah, it's gonna be Christmas. It's not Thanksgiving. Don't get me. You'll see.
Hey! Don't make me go to Christmas.
I mean, we skip Thanksgiving anyway. The holiday decorations are up. I just get mad when they try to skip over Halloween. That's when I get mad. I'm like, come on, man.
And then it'll be January because it's going to be the 10th anniversary of Written Writ. So I imagine this
See, look, you're just giving me ideas. And January is the 10th anniversary of Written Writ because right now we are at the 10th anniversary of Applebytes or Bitten Apple TV. And my show, The Written Writ, started off its pre-recorded life on January 2016. So we've been doing this for 10 years, folks. I know you can't tell. I know it's all crazy. Everybody's having an insane time. I see there's a lot of people over here. Hey, guys. Is this pre-recorded? No, it's not pre-recorded. We're happening live right now.
Yes, it's pre-recorded, but we're psychic. We knew you were going to ask that.
What's your favorite holiday made by humans? I don't know.
Well, Halloween, man. I like Halloween. Dress up, get free candy. It's great. Christmas is great until you turn, I would say, 13 years old. Then it's great.
I gotta say, Christmas was so much more fun when we were kids.
Oh yeah. No, I do like Christmas though. I still like Christmas. I like the decorations and all that. I still like.
The decorations are the best part. I have to say.
I love decorating. It's a blast, and my parents already have the tree up, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
I love it. Of course, my kids would hate me for that, so I can't really do anything for Thanksgiving.
I know, like at work, there was this guy who was putting up Christmas decorations, and I was like, yo, come on! Like in October, I was like, come on, man, we haven't even got to Halloween. And he's like, yo, this is Latino tradition. I was like, yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah, see, that's why my parents started. I'm like, oh, this is normal.
Like, you're right. I can't argue. All right.
You have to appease Mariah Carey.
I was going to blow a corpuscle. We were I was coming back from the train, driving through Colonia, and there were like Christmas decorations up, and this is like a week before Thanksgiving. I said, Dad, what the heck? This is way too soon. I said, wait a minute, let's just check it out. Are they orange and purple? It's like, no. These are definitely Christmas decorations, so it's really funny.
Yeah, folks. It is time for us to have fun. And you know what? We're going to kick this off because it's Kickstarters today, both of them. And I like getting the Kickstarters out there. We can have the conversations, the geek outs and all that. But let's get these Kickstarters out there so you guys can percolate over them, see what they are, and get what you want from them, And James, we're going to start off with you because, let's just explode this.
All right. Nice. I love the pun. Okay. So should I just go into pitch mode? Right away.
Give them the spiel. Go for it.
Okay. All right. So I have I'm pretty biased, but I have a pretty sick book on Kickstarter right now. It's called Detonator. It's a 6-issue comic series, and it asks the question: how far would you go to help a friend struggling with mental illness? And the main character, Kaz, would go as far as to blow up his friend's house. You know,
I still love that. I still.
and, like, you're probably asking, like, why would he do that? My therapist has never told me to blow up a house about depression and PTSD. And yeah, that's a good therapist. So Kaz's best friend Matt can fly to the moon and back. He's a superhero, and even though he can fly to the moon and back and has super strength, he won't even leave his bedroom because of all of the trauma that he experienced as a hero. And when every rational attempt to help him fails, his best friend, the main character Kaz, says, "If you're not going to leave your room, I'm going to blow it up and drag you out of there and force you to get better." So he becomes a supervillain in a misguided attempt to help his friend. And spoilers, it's not going to go according to plan.
It never goes according to plan.
No. And we got a ton of cool rewards, and almost every issue is beefier than your standard 20 to 21 page comic. Oh, and there's some sick art by our artist Carlos Zamudio. He usually goes by Nick in case I call my artist Nick on the stream. So every issue has the quality that you're seeing in these preview pages, and they're all like beefier than regular issues, especially our final issue, which clocks in at 33 pages now. We just added another page the other day because we're insane.
That's a lot of pages.
Oh yeah, they're all good pages though. And additionally, we have a lot of sick variant covers. Like this first one is by Juan Gedeon, who is the artist on Daniel Warren Johnson's Jurassic League. He did an arc on Donny Cates' Venom run. He's doing some crazy indie books right now. He just did a variant cover for another Kickstarter for this, like the SWAT Cats comic reboot.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing that all over my feed.
I know. I wish I had their numbers. And then we have 4 more variant covers by a bunch of other artists. This guy,
I love this one, man.
I know, man. It's so good. His the artist's name is Nubovich, and he's doing a lot of variant covers for DC right now on books like Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and even their main book, DC KO, which is really good event. Like I usually am an event hater, but that book is dope. And yeah, he did this. He did that variant cover and a T-shirt, which I'm gonna share later.
Wait. So there's a T-shirt of this?
Not of this.
Oh, okay.
And that's one by Carlos's wife, AC Zamudio, who has done a lot of work with Cullen Bunn for all of my comic nerds out there. If you like The Sixth Gun or Harrow County or his really good, I almost cursed, or his really good Magneto book. That's basically like if like Magneto was a anti-racist hitman where he's just killing like anti-mutant bigots. It's so good. It's awesome. And then we have Martin Morazzo, who's doing one of my favorite indie books, Ice Cream Man, which is a really good horror anthology. This cover's by him, and he's also doing the Superman book, The Kryptonite Spectrum, which is like the best dang Superman book of the decade. I'm not just saying that because he did a cover for me. It's really good. And he like when I met him at Comic-Con, I like had a whole spiel ready to recruit him for my book, but he read it and then he just cut me off. He's like, "Nah, this is cool."
Don't you love it? It's not like that.
I kind of short circuited. I didn't know what to do.
I gotta say, it's a great concept. Where did it come from?
Before I get into that, I just want to shout out this last variant cover. This is by my friend Douglas Delos. He is the colorist for 2 of the issues of Detonator, and he also did the backgrounds on all the scenes of Rick and Morty season 4. And he's just a great dude, to nerd out with. But I'm sorry, what was your question?
Where did it come from? Because it's a great concept. You know, I can't see anybody just sitting there and going, "You know what? I have an idea."
Well, so I thought of it a while ago. I feel like everyone has had a friend or a family member that was struggling and didn't know how to help them. And obviously we would never do anything that unhinged to help them, but I'm sure that many people have had crazy thoughts about the lengths they would go because they're just desperate to help a friend, or they may have been that friend that's struggling with like a personal crisis or mental illness. So I wanted to explore that through a superhero lens. And for the past 8 years, I've worked for the fire department, FDNY, as an EMT and then as a paramedic. And I have my own experiences with depression and PTSD, and I know many people on the job that, like, as resilient and charming as we all can be, are fighting silent battles. So I wanted to use some of my experiences there and explore it. I just, added some explosions and superpowers.
I don't know. I feel like the explosions kind of make sense.
Yeah, and also we all secretly have superpowers.
Exactly.
I mean, I have quite a few mental illness people in my circle, and it's difficult sometimes. There are times you want to give up, and then sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So you fight some battles, you fight some. It's very difficult at times. It's really hard.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. And
everybody's on meds now, bro.
Yeah, everyone gets it, but I wanted to kind of like lean into that and show that no matter how someone looks on the outside, there's always more under the surface.
Definitely.
How long have you been in comics for, man?
So I started working on Detonator, like the first issue was drawn like 7 years ago, and like working a full-time job, I just haven't really been able to like put as much time or funds into it as much as I'd like to. So it's taken a little longer than I would like to get the entire series complete. But so it's been 7 years, and I finished this story. I wrote the outline so long ago, and every now and then I would just revise the scripts to reflect all the new stuff I've learned. And since then, I haven't really spoken about it much, but I'm working on a second series right now that is very, like, the art and story are very manga inspired, and they scratch a different itch, where this is like I think on the Kickstarter I put that it's like HBO's Barry meets Invincible. So it's like, dark humor and a lot of balls to the wall action.
Right.
And I wanted to like flex different muscles with my next book, and it's like a much more like somber and melancholy, still action-packed book. It's kind of like God of War 2018 meets like a Miyazaki film. So
whoa.
Yeah.
Cool.
That already sounds good there.
Thanks,
and
man.
I'm happy you said that, because a lot of people think that these comic books just happen. I'm not sure why they think that. I think because they mostly buy it at the store and they go, oh, look, it comes out.
Yeah.
No, folks, people take a long time to work on these books. I know I've been working on Hugber for like 4 or 5 years now. So.
Oh, dang. I got to hear about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if you don't have a big publishing company behind you funding your artists, like it's hard to do this and then also afford to eat and survive.
Yeah. I always say that, you have the other job to pay for the dreams.
Yes.
Because, you got to pay for the dreams somehow.
Although I will say I love being a paramedic just as much. It's just a different itch.
See, that's a good thing, though, because that means that you like your job and you like doing your job. And most people don't.
That's fair. I am pretty lucky. That's the spiel for Detonator. I'm happy to share more, though. Not too much.
Here's the T-shirt you say you wanted to talk about. So.
Yeah. So this is by Nubovich, the guy who made that cover that caught your eye, which I'd say that and the Juan Gedeon are my two favorites. I'm sorry, other artists. I love yours as well, but damn, those are so good. He's also, in addition to making variant covers and interior art, he's also a pretty significant fashion designer. Like, he has his own merch line. And
I gotta say, this shirt looks really good. Right? Sometimes what happens when you have the stuff on T-shirt, because I'm a big T-shirt guy, is that it sits on the T-shirt just weird.
Yeah.
And it feels funny, and it's not alive. It's not breathing. This looks like it's alive and breathing.
Oh, yeah. So that all depends. I'm not going to nerd out too hard, but there's like different printing styles. There's like DTG versus DTF versus classic screen printing. Robby knows, I could tell.
I know that one. Yeah. I have T-shirts for my campaign too, man.
Hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah.
But I'm happy you guys are doing that because, like I said, there's times where you see a T-shirt and you're like, "Oh, that's gonna be hot."
Yeah. No, totally. And I just figured if I'm gonna have a T-shirt, I might as well get a professionally done design so it stands out. And he was really happy with it's hard to see on the stream, but there's text underneath the image that says explosions are greater than therapy, and he really liked that.
I love that. That's great. And I gotta say, this image, dude. I was looking what to put in the promo, and I was like, I gotta put this in the promo.
Dude, right?
Yeah.
And we have it in white as well, right below, and with black font to make it pop on a white shirt.
Ooh. Oh, it does pop.
Yeah. And
usually actually, the black shirt is the be all end all, but this looks really good.
Thank you, man. I actually have it right here. I put mine on like a giant gym pump cover because that's what I like to wear. And
nice.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it even look more breathable.
Oh, awesome. Buy it now.
Yeah, because you know how sometimes you see it there and then you see it in person and you're like,
Oh, I know. I've been catfished by shirts before.
Yeah, I have too because we have to talk about this.
So Robby, the other guest on here has a diceless game coming up. So I'm compensating by having a comic with dice. There's no cohesion there.
The
I just
dice-based
love
comic, nice.
Which page do you open up to? Roll.
No, if you roll the bomb twice, you have to burn your book.
He said it. You got to do it.
That's what I was just talking about, James. I feel like the bomb has to be the one.
Yeah, I have it as the nat 20, but for Ralph, I'm gonna make a nat 1 bomb. But
as a DM, I'm gonna cause chaos.
It's the job. But yeah, so this is one of the T-shirts and the dice are the add-ons, and I wanted some merch to rep, but also I'm just a big D&D nerd, and I figured that there's a slight bit of overlap with comics and D&D. Just had a hunch.
Yeah.
My friend Sam over at her company, Raven and Riddle, made this. They have like a really, really cool dice. So if any of you guys want D&D dice, check out their shop. They have a lot of food-themed dice. They have like a charcuterie board one, which is a lot of fun.
You just want to make people hungry now.
Oh yeah, and these are the main covers for issues 1 through 6. All done by Carlos Zamudio. He did every single cover, including like the colors as well as the pencils and inks.
The colors are amazing,
dude. Right? Yeah, he's primarily his passion is being a colorist, but I'm happy. I'm happy he's enduring the pencils and inks because they also look great.
I have to say, like, I'm looking at this and you can kind of see the pencils and inks underneath.
Yeah,
and they have to look amazing without the colors.
Oh yeah, they really do. He lives in Colombia, so it's hard to get the original art. But when we meet in person sometime, I'm either going to visit or he's going to visit. I'm going to see what we can do. And I also
know you want those.
I do, and I really wanted each cover to have a different color vibe.
So here we go. Stretch marks, stretch goals, I should say.
It's all right. It's all right. I have those stretch marks too.
I got them.
Yeah. So
you're not
crazy.
telling people. Oh no. There's the bookmark. There's the sticker package. There's the trading card. Whoa. You're really like trying to entice people.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm scared of the last one. I don't think we're gonna do that well. It'd be a good problem to have. I'm not a tattoo person, but I made a bet with a friend. So
so folks, you know what we got to do, right? Get them to $25 and make them do the tattoo.
I will take suggestions on where to put it. If you tell me tramp stamp, I'll be mad at you.
Oh my God, can you imagine? That's what they decide.
Oh God.
Also, let me ask you this. So all the covers that we were looking at, those are for issue 7, right?
Oh no, so it's a maximum, it's 6 issues.
Right.
Yeah, so all those covers, the variant covers will all be variations of issue 1. Although
okay, there we go.
I'm toying with the idea of having the cover that you really like, issue. By Nubovich. I'm toying with that being a variant for issue 5 because it kind of reflects the story inside. Without getting into spoilers, you know, the first a lot of the series is trying to understand why someone would do something as violent and destructive as assaulting his friend and basically becoming a super terrorist. And I, as silly and unhinged as that is, I wanted to give the protagonist a very valid reason. And issue 5 is where you like learn what would drive someone to do that.
It's funny that you say that, but we've seen it. We know it. That we know there's people out there that for a good reason or for they think they're doing the right thing, they'll do whatever.
Yeah, and then like even if you don't, I mean, if you really love somebody and you really care about them and you see them hurting, you want to do whatever you can to help them.
I agree.
Yeah, and maybe
go ahead, Tony. It's like they say everyone's the hero of their own story. So in their own mind, you're the hero. You're not doing anything wrong. Everyone else is wrong. So
yeah, it's just a little domestic terrorism. Get over it.
Just a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the book looks fantastic. I'm gonna stick the link. There you go. Ooh, code. The link in the comment section. That way you guys can go check it out. Make life easier because I don't want to hear my friend go, Ralph, you didn't put it in the comment section, so I'm not gonna go look for it. And he does it every single time.
You take too long, Raphael. I had to look for it myself. So
tough nuggies. There you have it, folks. Go check it out. And of course, now, Robby, why don't you tell the people all the good stuff? Because I have been wanting to talk about this.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Before that, though, I want to say, James, it was really cool hearing about your work, man. That's absolutely sick.
Thank you, dude. And I'm a huge TTRPG and board game guy, so get ready for me to nerd out. I'm gonna restrain myself for a bit.
Yeah, let's see how you tackle this one. So, Enclave is an entirely diceless tabletop role-playing game that takes the kind of traditional squad-based feel that you expect out of most traditional TTRPGs, and completely removes the dice from it, as well as wildly streamlining the way that it is set up. Enclave is played entirely in one-shots with continuous characters, which means that all of the scheduling issues that screw like 90% of tabletop groups are immediately solved. You can play with whoever shows up that day. It's extremely easy to set up sessions. You can generate a session in like less than 15 minutes once you get good at it. And since each session is a self-contained one-shot, it means non-stop action. There's no travel time. There's no shopping sessions. You just get to the action, you do the action, and then you are out. This has proven to be a very addictive formula. And not only, again, makes it so that you can play with whoever shows up that day. There's no scheduling problems. There's no continuity problems. But it also means you can play with different characters every time, and very critically, different people every time.
Nice.
I've sometimes called it like speed dating for tabletop, where you can like so many new people every single time. It makes it great for Discord. We have a really active Discord community with people playing the game constantly. And it means that people worldwide can kind of come together and share their love of tabletop, meet new awesome people just through this game, Enclave. The game is entirely genre and setting agnostic. It does not have a specific time frame. It doesn't have a specific theme. Instead, it takes place in an infinite world. And at the heart of this infinite world is a shadowy organization called the Enclave, which is omniscient and omnipresent, and yet known to a fraction of a percentage of a decimal point of the population of this infinite world. Your player characters are agents of the Enclave. How they came into its employ, that's up to you to decide. But all that you know is that every time you play, the Enclave is bringing you and a couple of other agents together and sending you on a mission somewhere across Manifold. That means every time you play, it can be in a completely different setting. Your characters can come from completely different backgrounds. And every time you make a character and you define their backstory, you are world building a canonical element of this infinite world, and you get to make it all up yourself. But you can also put like 3 words down, and that works as well. An incredibly versatile, flexible game that takes the homework out of tabletop role-playing games, while, in my opinion, keeping and emphasizing the best parts, namely the role-playing elements the narrative skill of players being able to describe things spontaneously, roll with the punches of the story, and in many ways work to contribute to the story very substantially. And lastly, we have a big emphasis on what would I describe it as? The intangibles of tabletop. Things like trying your best. Things like giving a crack at doing a cool voice. Things like keeping good etiquette. These are things that Enclave tangibly rewards, and in my opinion is the reason why tabletop games are special. I have a couple of people from my server actually in chat right now, Meeks and Rich DeTulio. And as Rich just pointed out in chat, just finished a pickup game with 2 friends from England. Great stuff. Yeah, like the way that it allows you to bridge national gaps is fantastic. We have players across, at this point, 4 continents. And I know for a fact I've sold to people from Asia as well. Trash game, JK. Yeah. And so we have so we have an awesome community, and it is a game that I've been working on for a very long time and have huge plans for.
Dude, this is amazing. Just on the side quest type of thing, because there are times where you want to play with the people that are there. You know, as a DM, you want to play with the people that are there, but you know you can't play that game. This automatically gives you something to do
instantly. And if you want to revisit a previous storyline, a previous like region, a previous setting, you can do so easily. You can do so, but you don't have to, and that's the key that makes it work.
Well, that makes it great, because again, what you say, one of the hardest things is trying to get the people together so they can play. This means that you can play no matter who's there.
Yeah, exactly.
And the game will be great even if there are people missing.
Yeah,
Man.
And what you can also do is just like ping pickup games, like on a Discord server where you say, "Hey, who's around?" You can get that shit together in pardon me. I was the one who broke it in 15 minutes, and then you're good to go.
It sounds amazing, dude. I have to say, like, as someone who DMs all the time and tries to schedule for 7 people in person,
Yeah.
like you've like trimmed all the fat. It sounds
Yep.
like you've just gotten to the essence of what makes TTRPGs so unique and so compelling. And you got a backer in me, dude.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Excited.
No, that's the goal, is to trim the fat. But here's the wild thing too. One of the reasons, so I have kind of a weird backstory of tabletop, but people always say, well, why no dice? Is it a gimmick? I actually advocate that no dice is better. And the reason being is, how many times have you been playing, you're getting really into it, the scene is really intense, and then you have to pause to check a bloody table.
Yeah.
Worst. Even something like taking the moment to be like, diddle diddle diddle, like that's 5 seconds that I could have been talking for. Thank you very much. And so removing the dice from it makes calls really fast. They still have a lot of weight. They still have a lot of punch. The game has major stakes. Not only do we have permanent death in Enclave, we don't have HP. All wounds are treated intuitively, which means a knife to the neck kills you instantly. And that by itself adds so much tension to the game. So all of these fast calls, the high tension, and this like really quick responsive gameplay makes it so that Enclave is a tabletop role-playing game that will consistently make you sweat. Like, you will physically be sweating while you are playing. I've had so many people be like, "Oh my god, I'm sweating midway through." Happens all the dang time. And so even though, is that going to be exactly the feel that everyone wants? Definitely not. I'm not the sort of person who will say literal Enclave is the game for everyone. But I would argue it's a game for everyone, because I think almost everyone could enjoy a situation like that, even if it's only once in a while. And on top of that, the fact that Enclave can be played with whoever shows up that day and can be like set up in 15 minutes means it's an awesome backup if your normal D&D or Pathfinder or whatever falls through.
And I gotta say, I'm a dice goblin, and I love my dice, but I can see this. It makes so much sense. But again, I love role playing more than I do all the technical stuff that comes with D&D. So I can see this. I can actually see it. Even as a dice goblin, I can see this.
Yeah. Oh, and we actually have a campaign reward for the dice goblins. It's called "Do Not Buy This Die." It is it's a useless, oversized D12 with only one face having anything on it, and everything else is blank. So it's literally.
I love that.
Hence why it says "Do not buy this die."
So I've only played Dungeons and Dragons one time. Ralph witnessed it. There's a video of it somewhere, but I've only played it one time. And the dice threw me, because I already said the dice said, "Yeah, I have the dice, same old like regular dice." No, you need a 16-sided dice. what? So that kind of it was once I got used to it, it was fun. But I mean, anything to like, just for like, I played like tons of like like Japanese RPGs. I played tons of them, and it was more or less the same, except for like the dice and stuff and the randomness. That was like the only difference. So anything to like, I don't know, it'll be easier for new players. I think.
Yeah, completely.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a game that I find is one of the best gateway drugs to tabletop out there, while also being like fantastic for veteran players.
Yeah.
Something actually, I'm literally looking at YouTube chat right now, and Meeks and Rich are chatting. Meeks says, "Can confirm lost weight from sweating during games," and then Rich is like, "Yeah, Enclave stretches the improv muscles," and I think that's one of the most special things about the game is even as someone. Even if you're someone who has no interest in acting whatsoever, you don't need to be a great actor to enjoy Enclave and to get better at it. And that's one of the things that makes it so special is it makes performance, and tabletop in general makes performance so accessible. I think that's incredibly special. And performance is something I think we could all do with some more of without having it be a big, fat, hairy deal.
Totally. And I think, like you said earlier, removing the dice helps you stay immersed more when you're role playing. It'll make you more comfortable. So I'm just curious, like how do you keep track of successes and failures without dice?
In terms of like determining success or failure, or like tracking what has already happened?
Oh, just determining. Yeah.
So determining is 95+% of the time handled purely through storytelling logic. As my favorite like recent example that I looked into is, have you ever been watching a movie and a character's done something and you go, oh, come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is in Enclave. That means the action failed. Anything that you can like look at and be like, no, that shouldn't work. That's all you need. You just need storytelling logic. It's something everyone has. Yeah, there's going to be like slightly differences between players and groups and hosts, and that's awesome. That's totally enough. But I think that as soon as you have that sort of like storytelling logic internal sense, you're good. Beyond that, for that remaining 5%, we use a series of 3 kind of prompt questions to determine success or failure. One is, how well did the player describe what they are doing? And if I ask them to elaborate, could I be convinced? That suddenly means that if you have some verbal skills and you want to flex your descriptive muscles, you can actually like sell people on things, which is exciting and fun and cool. 2, would one of these one of these outcomes kill the story in the tracks, or be like an anticlimax? For example, did this trivialize the mission? If so, don't do that. But that's like the least used one. The last and most important one, and this is kind of the be all end all, is how much has the player contributed to this session as a person?
Ooh.
Are they trying to keep character? Are they trying to keep to be bought into the story? Are they upping their fellow players and getting them excited? Are they pleasant to host for? Would you invite them back? And if so, you give it to them. And because we are giving these good players the benefit of the doubt when all else fails, not only are we, again, tangibly rewarding the wonderful intangibles that make tabletop special, but also it's very rare a call comes down to that. Very, very rare. And so it's the be-all, end-all of is this person elevating the game for everyone? And I think that's kind of the most important thing that you can have a tabletop player do.
Yeah, you're encouraging good behavior and immersive role playing.
Yeah. And as Rich rightly points out, we aren't just like making stuff up as we play. Your character has a defined skill set. They have stats, they have abilities, they have gear, and these are the baselines for the actions that you take. You're saying, okay, well, I have the ability to do literally anything a person could do in my shoes with all of these cool supernatural powers in mind. But then based on those supernatural powers and other capacities, we then go into the steps of, okay, how much does this make sense? And yada, yada.
Right. Okay, cool.
I gotta say, it all makes sense, and I see it's been thought out really well. And it's funny what you're saying is what usually happens when you have the dice game sometimes is you have the people that are there just for the stats. They're not there to role play. They're not there to and they kind of like I'm not going to say always, but kind of sometimes they drag down the game.
They usually do.
Everybody else is like, oh my god, and they're like, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. The rules lawyers, shall we say. I will say it is possible to min-max in Enclave. You can totally do it, but min-maxing in Enclave is additive to the game rather than detractive from it, because not only can you make almost any build work, no matter how weird it is, and you can like min-max that build, but also since Enclave is so collaborative, when you are min-maxing, if you are doing it to try to have the strongest character possible, it's never going to work, because by doing so, you are missing all the other essential storytelling components that are going to actually contribute more to success. And I know this because we ran an experiment a little while back of a player played a character on a mission, super experienced player. They were very good at the game. They had a character, they deliberately said, I want no stats, I want no abilities, I want baseline everything, I am mundane, and I'm going to try to contribute to a mission. And they played multiple sessions with multiple hosts, and consistently, just because that player is a very good player and has great game sense and was really good at describing what they were doing, they were consistently succeeding above people that had all of the supernatural stuff. And so, can you min-max? Yeah, and oftentimes it will be additive to the game if you're buying into that character's kind of greater story and you're contributing to the narrative at play. If you're doing it to try to be the strongest, yeah, it's probably not going to help you that much.
I gotta say, I've seen it before where somebody wants to be the star, and they really deck out their character. They put all the stuff into it, and when it comes to like playing the character ends up falling short, and they're like, "What? All these stats aren't working," and I'm like, "I don't know about that."
Yeah, the stats don't do the job for you.
Exactly.
Why? How would I describe this? It's like when people pay to advance in a video game, like pay to skip the game. Yeah. I thought you bought the game to play it, dude.
Exactly.
Why are you paying money to not play the game? And I see it very similarly when people are over focusing on those elements of a tabletop character rather than the actual good part, which is the story. Yeah. Now, again, I know that might raise some eyebrows, but
it does.
Yeah, you don't make a game like this unless you're very opinionated. Let me put it that
way. Yeah, and also I just feel like if you are one of those other players, just go play a video game. Like the strengths of RPGs
exactly
are the community and the collaboration and the storytelling.
Ralph, is this guy a plant? Because that's like literally one of my talking points.
Now he's just a good guy.
Yeah, I made my comic just for this. No, I love board games. I love TTRPGs. I'm going to PAX all 3 days. I don't know if you're going.
I'd love to. I'm with all the kids running around my house. I'm only really able to get out if I'm bending. And bending at PAX is rough. Like they are very intensive.
I could imagine.
Yeah, if you take this to PAX, I think you'll do really well.
I'm hoping so. Yeah, we tend to do well at cons, I found. Because one of the great things about Enclave, we can actually run a demo in 5 minutes on the spot. And be like, yeah, you want to see how it works? Bam, we got you. And so, like, I have a great time at cons. I've met many awesome players at cons. And so I really look forward to getting into some of those big ones. Just a matter of figuring out who to suck up to and how to jump the wait list.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, exactly. As Meekable points out in chat as well, one of the other advantages of Enclave is that you could have characters of all different levels on the same mission and it still works. So you don't have to have the whole party be the same level. Everyone can be asynchronous in terms of their power and it still works just as well. You can even have multiple characters of the same class on the same mission and it works just as well.
Well, it makes sense though, because there's some times where the same class does hang out together, it works a little weird in D&D itself because sometimes you need the different heroes in order to make it work. But I can see this working with this because it's more about the storytelling.
Yep, exactly. So do you guys have any questions for me about Enclave? I know it's a big topic, and I'm happy to go into depth, but I do not want to monopolize time here.
Oh, no, don't worry. You're doing pretty good. And it's a good thing you're explaining all this because I know there's a lot of people out there going, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, seriously. I get that a lot as well. For good reason.
But like I was saying, I really do like this because there are times where, I tend to when I DM, it's more about the storytelling. The dice have their play in the game, but it's more about the storytelling. If you can show me why it works or how it works, I'm more likely to listen to you and see what happens. And then the same thing happens. You go, now, how would that work? Or you start asking questions and you watch it fall apart, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'd say that the way that Enclave plays is how a pretty substantial portion of people already play tabletop role-playing games. We just like drop the pretense and like hard commit to it.
Yeah, I know you dice goblins out there going, yeah. See, if you dice goblins want something, you go over to James Kickstarter, you buy his dice, and then you come over here to Enclave and you play the game like this. Come on.
We got him in 2 colors. Glow in the dark.
Ooh. Sounds pretty.
See, man, you're just trying to get me to buy more.
I am. They look great with Robby's useless 12-sided die too.
Useless 12-sided die, exactly.
I see the T-shirts and I see the medallion. That's not bad. That's not a bad price. $10.
Yeah, we have a lot of different merch. One of the cool things about the merch too is that I actually am offering variants for enormous numbers of them. The art prints, the mouse pads, posters, all have different variants that are going to be available. We have T-shirts in all different sizes, and then of course we have the stupid die, which you definitely shouldn't buy. It's completely useless.
Seriously, don't buy this.
Don't buy it.
Is it big enough for a paperweight, Robby?
It is big enough for a paperweight, but don't buy it.
I gotta say, this is incredible, and I think your video does a good job of explaining things. I'm gonna play the video right now. Hold on.
So we have a cinematic trailer here, and then we also have like an explainer video a little ways down. This one, I actually hired a professional DP and like computer graphics guy to do.
Cool.
Here we go.
So what happens next?
Well,
I have an idea, but I really don't need to roll for any of this?
nope. Just describe what you're doing.
No more running. I'm gonna fight till my last breath. Hey, Ugly! Want something to look at? So I have to ask, why did any of that work?
Because you earned it. Great descriptions, good commitment to character, and it made sense for the plot.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Huh. So when are we playing next?
Whenever you like. It'll be a whole new mission. We could be in a medieval castle, a scorching desert, a space station, anywhere.
Are you ready for more?
That was dope, dude.
That was a great job at explaining it because you can see that the character isn't defeating the monster completely. They're doing a distraction, which helps the whole party out because you know damn well that some guy would have been like, I rush and attack this thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, good luck. See how big that freaking thing is?
Exactly.
Along those same lines, something else that I insisted on with the trailer was having us shoot at 3 different locations to show how you can play the game literally anywhere. Yeah. The game is easy enough to learn that after maybe your 3rd to 5th session, you will probably not need to open the book at all. And once you've like memorized a character sheet, which is very easy to do as well, you don't even need a character sheet. Just be like, yo, you up for Enclave? Yeah, you know who I'm playing. Great, let's do it. Done. I've actually played on a plane, on a train, while driving, in class when I shouldn't have been, and also swimming, which was very memorable as well.
Nice. That's got to take the cake for swimming.
Yeah.
You got to keep escalating. Try it like while skydiving.
Oh God, my buddy Lee would do that. Who was in the trailer, the guy with the long hair and the beard. He's like, we've had this argument. He's like, Robby, I want to go skydiving once. I'm like, you're insane. If you do, I will tell him if he does, he has to play Enclave while he's skydiving.
All right, you heard it here, guys.
All right, folks. I'm putting the link in the comment section there, and I see that one of you guys is having fun with it on a boat, on a goat.
Could you? For all the parents out there who've been reading Green Eggs and Ham recently.
Oh, that's exactly what jumped into my head. So
yeah, exactly.
Look, magic math rocks go clickety clack. Yes, they do.
Even when there's only one face on them and they're useless, and you shouldn't buy them.
Beautiful sound. Oh man, this is fantastic, folks. Go check it out, dude. As a DM, the fact that this is something I can play anytime, just gives me a whole other thing. Doesn't mean that you have to start playing D&D. It just means now you have something in your repertoire where you can actually pull this out and have some fun.
Yep, exactly. The way I see it is, even though Enclave is, I always love it when people like mainline Enclave. They're like, I want this to be my game. This is what I play above everything else. Obviously, that's very exciting for me. But when people are like, yeah, this is an awesome backup. This is what I play it like once every other month. I play it when D&D falls through. I play it occasionally when I have free time and someone's hosting on the server. That is where you win the war, I suppose. Like when you're trying to become relevant in the space.
Yeah.
And you say, oh, no, you have to commit 20 hours a month to me. No, good luck. Yeah. But when you say, yeah, you can commit, 2 or 3 hours every other month and you'll have a great time. That's how you win.
See, I know what you're saying, and I can see the bigger the big win that you're talking about. But I feel like this is the bigger win, because this means that your product will be used anytime, anywhere, any place.
Yeah, that's what I think. You have a layover at the airport?
Exactly.
I got good news for you.
And I can see it so well, and that's what, like, because you know how, like, there are times where you're like, oh, I want to play a game, then there's all these rules, all these things. Sometimes you need all the books. If you're lucky, you might be able to get away with playing it a certain way. But this feels like all that goes out the window, and you go, okay, let's just play. I got the story. Let's go.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, once you again get a hang for the mechanics, you can deliver incredibly in-depth and satisfying sessions with almost zero prep, which is great. You don't need to make stat blocks. You don't need to draw a map. I can show you a map I drew the other day, or can I? Does this the right notebook? Let's see if I can find you a map that I made for a mission the other day. Yeah, there's one. This is a brilliant map. Ready for this thing of beauty? There it is. Ta-da! Map.
That's great.
It worked. It did the trick. My rule of thumb is make a map in 5 seconds or less. As a final, if you'll indulge me, a final quick pitch.
Go for it.
Our Discord is the place to be if you want to try the game. Obviously, I'd love people on the Kickstarter, but either if you've backed and you want more, or you want to see what it's all about, definitely check us out on Kickstarter. Not only do we have, or rather on Discord after you've checked out the Kickstarter, not only do we have constant pickup games, super friendly community, but also this Kickstarter is actually for the second version of the base rule set for Enclave plus the major expansion. And if you join the Discord and you say you want to try a pickup game, we will give you the first rule set as a loaner so that you can play before you buy for free.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And that's what you always want to hear, folks. You can get to test run the car.
Yeah, exactly. When we finish this Kickstarter, there's a pretty decent chance I'm just gonna chuck the V1 PDF out there for anyone. It's still pretty good, even though the V2 I think is going to be way better. And it will give you a pretty good idea of what the game's about.
Yeah, folks, you want this. You know you want to play this. The link's right there in the bottom, and I put the Discord right there as well, so you guys can go check that out.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for giving me the time to talk about it.
No problem. As soon as I saw this, it popped. I have to say your commercials did their job, because I ran into one of them, and I was like, okay, I got to go find this guy.
Nice.
It took me a little bit of work, but I'm a writer, so that's easy. Because what they usually do is when they do the sponsor videos, they have another company or something, and you're like, that's not him. So, I had to do the whole follow the rabbit hole and figure out where you were.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. So, Paul, you've been there listening, having fun with the whole thing. Why don't you tell the people a little bit of what you do?
I am the creator and founder of Time Enforcers. Basically, Time Enforcers is a video game it started out as a video game, came out of COVID, and it's meant to make learning history fun. So episode 1 is available on the app stores. Basically, Time Enforcers is staged as the Galactic Space Time Consortium is under attack by an unknown enemy, and it's up to the Time Enforcer units to figure out what's happening. That's the basic premise. So you go from there. But every episode is going to focus on a different time period. It's really meant to get kids involved in learning about history and having a good time while they're doing it. I went through COVID with my son and saw what happened with the educators and the kids and how horrendous that whole experience was. I said, there's got to be a better way to get kids involved, learning about history and getting them to really spark their imagination to want to learn more. And so that was the premise for developing the first episode. Since then, I've kind of morphed it into an education curriculum. We presented at EdTech Week as well as at the NJEA conference in Atlantic City. And EdTech Week was phenomenal. I met a lot of venture capitalists, met a lot of people in the industry who are developing their own ideas. It's just incredible the brain trust that's happening there. It was amazing. But the NJEA was really inspiring because it was all teachers, and they were all saying this is something that we really need. I think social studies, for the most part, tends to be overlooked because it's supplemented by STEM, so it's mathematics, and it's also English language. And the more I find out, teachers are kind of beholden to try and get those 2 core subjects going, and even science gets left behind, which is unfortunate. So I think what's great about Time Enforcers, it really, in terms of the curriculum that we've developed, includes English language learning. It includes science, it includes technology, because this all has to do with history. I mean, someone said to me, it's good you know what an Archimedes screw is, but do you know who Archimedes was? And I think that's really important. You know who that guy was who invented this screw, right? I mean, it's all about understanding what people did in the past. And I think it inspires people to think about, well, if they could do it, why can't I? And then come up with their own ideas and, really spark creativity is really what it's all about. And so I have this curriculum that's set up. We're going to be doing a pilot hopefully very soon for schools to play after school, have the kids try it out. And then we'll go from there. I mean, it's a long process, but I'm pretty excited about it still. It's just, this is a passion of mine, and I just really feel it's important. I think, a lot of things get left by the wayside when it comes to understanding our past and social sciences, and it's really a shame. I think there's a lot here that can be said, and done. And so it's kind of where we are right now. I mean, I'm currently working on episode 2, which I'm really still pretty excited about. We'll be introducing new characters to the foray of trying to defeat Chronolith, and we'll be focusing on Amelia Earhart, and she has a modified Vega 6 3D, I call it, as opposed to her 5B plane, but she needs a 6 3D because she has to transport to the transdimensional realm. So it's going to be some enhancements made to her plane. And so it's going to be like a Galaga experience where you're going to be blowing up enemies, flying Amelia's plane on the screen. And then we're introducing Detective Nick O'Time. He's actually a character inspired by film noir. So like the Sam Spades of the world and the Philip Marlowe's. Nick will be in total grayscale. So he's going to always be in grayscale no matter what the scene is. And if he touches anything in color, that'll turn to grayscale. It's kind of cool. I thought it was fun. But anyway, that character is being introduced. And then we've got Togo, the sled dog from the 1925 Serum Run in Alaska for the kids with diphtheria. We're going to be featuring him too. He'll have a cool headset where he'll be able to talk to people through his bark. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm really trying to distort time, but also give kids a sense that, this is what happened in the past and you can learn more about it and then hopefully inspire them to go and keep learning for themselves.
Love it, love it, love it.
It's fun. Yeah, I get to dress up at cons. As James said, it's like, wait a minute, you look different. Yeah, just the reason why you look different.
Also, I just want to say that I'm so happy that you're putting the spotlight on Togo, who deserves justice, always gets overshadowed by Balto.
I can't stand freaking Balto. I can't.
He's a glory. He's a literal glory.
The more I learn about him, the more it pisses me off. Yeah, Togo's a man because I have an original account and she looks almost like him. So I've been modeling her as my drawings for Togo. So
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
pretty funny. Yeah, it's funny. Suki's really a riot. But yeah, the other thing we have is we're trying to raise money so that I can continue this mission because right now it's been pretty much a one-man operation. My wife is actually my education advisor, so there is some hard, substantial credence behind what we're doing. We're designing the game based on what's called universal design for learning. We're really trying to make this game accessible to readers of all levels so that we're not really leaving anybody out. And so she's been a fundamental source for me to make sure that I'm on the right track in terms of delivering this information in the right way. So it's really accessible for all players. But and to do that, I mean, the education portion that we're building out right now is going to be funded through a nonprofit system set up by Fractured Atlas. Basically, Fractured Atlas is a nonprofit, but I come in as a fiscal sponsor, and I am able to use our nonprofit status to go after much larger grants. But the big hurdle I have to get over first is raising $1,000 initially with Fractured Atlas. Once I make that $1,000 goal, then I'll be able to go to like the National Endowment for the Humanities to get a bigger ask for a grant, which would be really cool.
Awesome.
You know, yeah, Ralph knows my story very well. I mean, he knows that I'm up all the time and, you know, working my tail off, but I love it. But I think if I'm going to make this a big play, I need content, and to get content, I need help, and to get help, I need money. So, I mean, I don't believe in, you know, not having anybody do anything for free. I like to pay them justly for their contributions. So I've always believed in that. So
I gotta say, Paul is a great purveyor of the arts. He helps a lot of people along his journey to make this game a reality, and that is just amazing. So, you know, I always give him a place to talk about it here because I love what he's doing.
yeah, one of the things I've done, you know, through my Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and TikTok, I've done them all. Anyway, we call how do you draw a Time Forces character, and so I've asked different artists to, you know, come about and said, here are the characters I've done. What's your interpretation? And I feature them on my social media, and it's really a lot of fun. It's neat to see other people's interpretations of what I originally thought of, and it's always different, which is really cool. And I have to say, I'm so backlogged with drawings now, but come now, I'm going to be able to put more posts up for this because I just love this. You know, featuring the artist, getting their name out. Hopefully, they get some traction for my channel and some notoriety, which is really what I'm looking to do. For this effort, because I really believe that there are so many talented people out there that aren't getting the notoriety that they need, and so I'm hopefully my little channel will help do that for them. So,
yep, love what he's doing, and he really gets all these artists out there to do their characters in their thing, and he actually pays them.
Yeah, I like I said, unless it's Free Comic Book Day where they're offering the stuff, you know. And I let them know I'm going to post as much as I can for them. But for the most part, I'm paying commissions for these artists to get the work done. So
Good on you, man. You know, it's kind of, it's such a bummer that even needs to be said. You know, like there's so many people that just are entitled or expect people to work for free. So good on you for like helping, well, just treating these people right.
Well, I went to art school, so I know, you know, what people think. I've been in graphic design for a long time, and you know, the value or the devalue they put on things, you know, when it comes to art, it's like, yeah, I can get it done cheaper, or, you know, we need you to do a video and a social media post and a marketing piece and a sales piece. And it's like, how many people are you hiring for this? Oh, just you. It's just like, okay, okay, there's 5 people I'm doing a job for here, then pay me 5 the time, so there might be a salary, but that'll never happen. You know, it's just,
right.
I really think the value of, you know, creatives tend to be downplayed, and it's really a shame because, you know, it's really the creatives that drive the new ideas, and they really should be rewarded for that, in my mind. So,
oh, totally.
It's just fun watching all the takes on this.
Yeah, I love Nikki's piece. This was really why I had no idea what she was going to do for me, but I just love it.
I like it too. He's like an evil green loaf in that piece.
It's so much fun. I mean, it's just like I said, I can't. You know, my wife is saying, "When are you going to retire and get away from this?" I don't think I can. I just love it too much. It's just way too much fun. As many headaches as it brings along, it's just I'm just having way too much fun with it. I mean, you know, I've tipped it off before, but episode 3, I'm just dying to get out because this. I come to Ralph's show, and one of the things I love about Ralph's show, both of them, is just one, meeting the creative people. I just am flabbergasted again by the amount of talent that comes on here. And that's why I love supporting these Kickstarters, because one, I know how hard it is, but two, I just love the artwork and the ideas, which is incredible. So Detonator, James, I'm going to read all 6 issues, man. I can't wait for that. So
thank you.
Yeah, no worries. And then, Robbie, don't worry about it. I'm trying to figure out how much I can afford for your project. It's really great. But the whole point I'm trying to get across is Ralph's introduced me to so many people that have inspired me. And one of those guys was Vin Deluxe. And he actually sponsors this event in Brooklyn called Kaiju Brooklyn. So it's like, they have people dressed up in these, Godzilla uniforms, like knocking over each other on a stage. It's like got cities set up. So it's like a Godzilla movie. It's great. So I figured episode 3, it's going to feature Benjamin Banneker. And Benjamin Banneker was an African-American who lived during the American Revolution. So he knew Thomas Jefferson. He actually wrote many letters to Thomas Jefferson. But one of the things that Benjamin did, which really got me going even more on this project, was he invented a wooden clock. Had no idea, how to make a clock, but he invented the first wooden clock in the colonies. So this guy was a genius, right? And he was an abolitionist. He worked against slavery. But the other thing he did was he was a surveyor for the current Washington, D.C. So he actually was surveying the site for the building of Washington. So my idea was, that I got from Vinny, right, was a kaiju. So Chronicles drop a giant kaiju on Washington while Benjamin's surveying it. And the Time Forces are going to have to come in and try and defeat the kaiju. So I'm all excited about this. I'm just having a blast,
That's awesome.
It's really cool.
And Kaiju Brooklyn, is that an industry city?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I was there when they I was just on a date, and then I just saw people in Godzilla suits. Did somebody put LSD in my teeth?
Dude, it is the most amazing
happening?
It's the most amazing con because you don't usually see kaiju cons. Usually the kaijus are in the cons, but you don't see one directly for them. And Kaiju Brooklyn is just a blast, man. And they actually show the movies of there. So
and Ben, who is his name's Noah, right? Raphael. Yeah, he's like a big video game guy. He has he's playing all these retro games from the 80s and the 90s, and he's just a connoisseur when it comes to this sort of thing. So it's total mind blast when it comes to Godzilla events, and then the video game behind it as well. It's just total geek fest. I just love it.
And you guys got to do yourself a favor and go check out Kaiju Big Battle. If you guys are here in New York, they usually do this down in Brooklyn, and you got to see this, bro. I had so much fun at this event.
I'm going next year. I couldn't go this year. I was so disappointed, but next year I'm definitely going because just a blast.
You guys might remember this because it was on G4 when G4 was around. They had the Kaiju Big Battles on G4.
I went to one of them I want to say 8 years ago. Were they around, or did I just go to a similar?
Oh yeah, they've been around for 30 years.
Okay, yeah, I went to one, and people were dressed as one guy was a robot, and they're suplexing. It was crazy.
Oh, it's a blast. It's so crazy.
Is everyone here from New York, by the way? Sorry,
I'm from Connecticut.
Oh, okay, close enough.
Yeah,
Tri-state area.
You can come up here.
Yeah, I lived in New York for several years.
That is
right on, man.
That is Vinny Deluxe right there. He's a great guy. Does a lot of video games. He does a lot of great stuff. Go check him out, folks.
It's awesome. Like I said, just appearing on the show with Raphael it's been an eye opener for me. I knew about this community, but I didn't know about it. It's just till I started, appearing on the show and just loving it every week. That's why I kick myself for not attending if I can't make one. So just, it is what it is.
Folks, it is always a blast here on Bit and Apple TV because we like to show all the geek stuff. We like to bring it to you and engross in it and have fun with it and have geek conversations.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get off more tangents this time. I was a little disappointed.
I gotta say, both their projects were really solid. So
that's what I mean.
Even though sometimes that leads to the geek out as well.
Between Robbie and it's freaking role play, right? And James and his Detonator, it's we had to think of something we could have diverted Tony and really disappointed, man. Usually bringing it's come on. Something.
Well, I gotta say, it was a total geek out because both things are totally geek. So that's a lot of role play talk. It's been a while since we do that much roleplay talk.
It's too much fun. I just love this channel. It's great.
Right on, dude. Thanks for having me. By the way, this has been really fun. You guys are great hosts.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh,
are
I
very
appreciate
fun.
that.
I hope that if I get to a New York convention, I get to see you guys around. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, just let us know you're here, and we'll find you.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Like I'm going to be busy with fulfillment for like 7 or 8 months.
Oh, definitely.
But once I'm done with fulfillment, I'm going to be hitting the con circuit, and hopefully it brings me your way.
Yeah, man, that'd be great. And
Oh,
who
that'd be
knows,
fantastic.
maybe I'll see you at a PAX one day if you ever make it over there.
I'd love to. That'll be when I know I'm doing well, is when I can get into a PAX as a vendor.
Yeah.
So folks,
it's 7 or 8 months. That's when like the con season starts, really. So
yeah.
March
is the beginning of the con season, even though it never really ends. I'm always at a con for some reason or another.
There's something
I'm hoping.
I'm at 2
hoping to
cons
be
this
able-
weekend. I'm at one con on Saturday, and I'm at a different con on Sunday.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe going down to Violent on Sunday with you, Ralph. I
So,
guess the other weekend.
I'll be there on Sunday at Garden State Comic Fest Vineland, which is right next to Atlantic City. And folks, you guys just gotta go check this out. Garden State Comic Fest always does amazing work. And if you guys like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, she will be there.
Yep. Should be a good con. I mean, what I love about the cons again is like seeing all the artists that I grew up with. It's just
definitely
like living legends, just I go gaga. It's like I'm freaking drooling all the time. That's so embarrassing.
Are we going somewhere on Saturday for Long Island or something?
Yeah, we're gonna do another con on Saturday. We're gonna be at Long Island for Excravacon.
Oh my god! I didn't even know that cons went this late in the year. I thought that
all
of us nerds were hibernating for the winter.
Dude, there's like I wish I could tell you that's the last con of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rhode Island's coming up. Rhode Island's in November, right? So that's coming up.
Oh no, Rhode Island just happened.
Yeah, did it happen this weekend?
This weekend it just passed. Rhode Island. It just happened.
Oh dang!
Rhode Island is still a big con. You got these 2 cons coming up, and then Big Apple Con is the week after that, which is the big con in the New Yorker Hotel, Big Apple Con. Mm-hmm. And in December, you have at the Cradle of Aviation the Festival of Games.
Festival of Games.
So if you like role-playing games, you like games in general, you should go check out the Festival of Games. Our friends from Hit Point will be there. And they're actually, that's what I'm going to go see on Saturday at Extravacon, is the guys from Hit Point, because they're going to be doing a whole battle with their card game at the convention.
Are you talking Hit Point Press?
Oh, no. These guys are Hit Point Games?
Yeah, it's a Hit Point game. Basically, it's...
Hit Point Press is a tabletop group.
Oh, I know them, yeah.
Yeah.
Hit Point. Beautiful cards.
What weekend is that, Raphael?
Huh?
What weekend is that at Cradle?
The Cradle one is December, I want to say 12 and 13. Does that look right?
I'll try and make it out there. That sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah, it's a great con. Shadow's going to be tabling.
I'll definitely make it out there then. I can talk to him about doing another figure. It'd be great.
And folks, if you're looking for something else to play, because we're talking about all this tabletop stuff, you guys have to go check out this beautiful game from our friends at Fate's End. This is another game that it's great for beginners because it's an easy in. And if you like furry creatures, folks, you know what? I'm going to let them talk about it. Hold on.
Welcome to Fur Haven Adventures. Venture to the animal world of Aloria, where magic simmers beneath the surface and ancient legends echo through every land. Discover a continent alive with history, lore, and heart, from peaceful villages to haunted ruins and storm-lashed shores. Begin as younglings living on a humble farm in Daisy Shire, raised by your guardians Eridor and Elowin. The world is changing. Whispers of chaos creep across the land, drawing you into adventure. Along the way, you'll meet new friends and unlock powerful classes: Necromancer, Fire Dancer, Alchemist, Arcane Smith, and Blade Weaver. The Fur Haven Adventures campaign book is packed with 5 epic, interconnected quests. Each chapter a sweeping journey across the reaches of North Den. dive into detailed maps, vibrant character art, memorable NPCs, and deep lore. Explore haunted catacombs where dragon spirits whisper secrets to the living. Unravel conspiracies in royal halls high above Featherwood. Plunge into sunken cities where a necromantic order threatens to rise. Battle land-sailing pirates on the northern shores and confront a god of chaos in the Shattered Tower where reality itself is at stake. This campaign goes beyond the book. We offer a full set of 3D printable minis, dice towers, GM screens, exclusive dice sets, neoprene map mats, and more. Makers can even license STL files to print and sell. Every pledge helps unlock new minis, stretch goals, and campaign rewards. Your journey begins with a whisper, but where it ends is up to you. For Haven Adventures, 5 epic quests, 5 new classes, 1 unforgettable campaign.
Great game, love it. I have the beginner RPG set right here. You know, it is just fantastic. A great way to, if you want to get your kids playing, this is the way to go. And who doesn't like a nice, furry, cute little cat? I do have to remind you guys that our friend, his book is, I think, near the end here. Yeah, 21 hours to go. 91 backers already. He's at 4,956. So-Called Living is a fantastic marriage of all beautiful things: horror, mobs, zombies, bunnies, lots of bunnies. You guys got to check this out. So-Called Living is, you know what? We got a little bit of time. I will play the video so you guys can see it for yourselves. Hold on.
The So-Called Living saga is coming to an end. I've got to say, it's an emotional moment for me. If you've been with us from the beginning, then you know the story. But if you're new here, welcome to the weird world of So-Called Living. Let's recap. Jack is turned into a vampire. His world gets flipped upside down, so he turns to his friends for help. All the while, he's being hunted down by the mob. And for some inexplicable reason, in a world full of monsters, everybody's primary concern is these guys. In these final chapters, you'll learn more about the characters you've come to love and get to see another side of them. In books 5 through 8, the cast will be pushed to their limits as Life for the Unliving takes a dark turn. Because when mob bosses, vampires, and bunnies collide, the is going to hit the fan in this epic finale to a great story. And to make sure this story gets out to as many people as possible, we're offering the best reward bundles we've ever had. Because for just $32 Canadian, which is practically monopoly money in most countries, you'll get physical copies of issues 5 through 8. That's 4 books and their digital counterparts for just $32. And if that's not enough, check this out. Back any physical tier, and we'll throw in the Final Resting Place Collector's Box absolutely free. This pretty little slipcase holds 8 issues of So-Called Living and will look amazingly slick on your shelf. You want variants? Oh, we got variants. Check out this epic Virgin variant double cover spread illustrated by James Reel and colored by Sebastian Chang. I absolutely love this. Or this homage to an X-Men classic by Dax Gordine. Or this Groot and Rock inspired piece by Shaheen Lajuz. And as always, our obligatory Sexpot editions, because let's be honest, who doesn't like a sexy option? Mm-hmm. Now, this might be the ending of Jack's story, but this is not the ending of So-Called Living. The world will continue with new stories. But first, a well-deserved break for artist Marco Leone and myself. Because creating a comic book is a lot of work, and without your support, it simply wouldn't have been possible. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for helping us make this whole world come to life.
Yeah, folks, this time is running out. Go help them out. He's so close to 5,000. He's a little bit away. You can help him get to 5,000. So one more time, James, tell them where they can find you and all the good stuff. Go for it.
All right. So I am on Instagram as James Michael Parrish. I actually have the first issue of Detonator on there for free across 2 of my posts.
Nice.
And I'm also on Kickstarter. That's about it. I'm not I'm not in too many places. There you can get access to the rest of Detonator's story if you like the first full issue for free. Otherwise, I will be on Kickstarter again next year when I launch my next book, which I'm not quite ready to talk about yet, but it's going to be awesome. That's all I have to say.
And folks, of course, it's in the comment section. Go support right now. He is so close to funding. I mean, really close to funding. Look at that. He's only like 630. No, 606. 53. No, 653. There we go. Yes,
right around the corner.
I'm not an engineer. There you go, folks. He's right there. We can get him done by tonight. Come on.
Yeah. And you can get all 6 issues as single issues, or you can get a trade paperback, or even a hardcover. The hardcover is actually going to have the image that you see right now as the cover. And the trade paperback is going to have a unique cover by the series artist Carlos Amudio. And if you're feeling extra bougie, you can even get the complete edition, which comes with everything, every variant cover, every single issue, every the hardcover in the trade. And it's going to come in a collector's edition box, which is going to have like unique Detonator stencil art. So I'm pretty hyped to share that.
Oh, man, now I gotta book my pledge. God damn it.
Oh.
Sorry, Raphael.
Anything like but that.
6-issue pledge. Now I gotta go for the freaking hardcover. Thanks a lot.
I gotta say, like, I was looking at this and I was like, which way do I go? And of course, the comic book guy in me is like, I want 7. I want all the 6 issues. I keep saying 7 because this is the 7th book. 6. I want all the 6 issues because it's just who I am.
Yeah. No, the collector gene is hard to ignore.
Oh my God, yeah.
and then also, there's a one-of-a-kind award for the highest tier, which we actually have it hidden away to protect it from sunlight. The original art of Juan Gedeon's variant cover, signed by him, and it looks dang good. You have this great art of Detonator himself, and this dog that is having a strangely good time for being stuck in the explosion.
That was fantastic.
And once again, if you want a sample of the story, just go to James Michael Parrish on Instagram. Ignore my like weight loss thirst trap picture and just look at the comic stuff. It's a more recent image is my full issue of Detonator 1.
Going to your Instagram now, specifically for the thirst trap.
I know a couple people already are going in that direction for that same reason.
Right on. The cardio was worth something. And yeah, once again, if you love Invincible, but you want a story that explores PTSD and depression as well, check this book out. That's all I got.
Yeah,
it's
I will say I'm a sucker for original art. That original art is gorgeous.
Right? Thank you, man.
How much is the original art?
It's $1,100, and you get the collector's edition, the complete edition as well. So you get the $300 tier included, plus this original one-of-a-kind piece of art.
That's actually a cheap price.
Yeah, $800 for a signed original cover piece. That's not freaking bad.
Yeah,
it's not a bad deal.
That is a cheap price, folks.
I'm a generous guy.
I would be jumping on top of that if I had the money. Oh, all right. Go ahead, do your thing, Robby.
All right, thank you guys so much for having me. Check out Enclave on Kickstarter. That's the main place to go. If you've already jumped on Kickstarter or you want to learn a little bit more about the game before you get it, then check us out on Discord. The only other place I have substantial presence is on YouTube. YouTube at Robby Lava Diceless Games. We have a bunch of full-length actual plays. I think at this point we are up to 58 actual plays, including quite a few with YouTubers that you may know. And there's some really, really good ones in there. We post everything so that you can see like some of the more mediocre missions, though I think from what people say, even if I think it's mediocre, it still is often pretty good. And some of the amazing stuff. I put out like in the last week, 2 weeks, I've put out 2 of what I'd say are the best missions I've ever hosted. So we have awesome stuff, tons of actual play content, updates, more besides, but the place to go is Kickstarter. The second place to go is Discord.
There you have it, folks. He made it easy for you. Just go check it out. And I made it even easier for you because I plugged in that YouTube right into the comics section.
Thank you, sir.
Right on. Robbie, I just joined your Discord, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to nerding out with you about Enclave. And as someone who loves TTRPGs, I'm going to back it next week when my wallet is a little heavier.
Totally. We are. I will say we are going to be closing on Friday, but late pledges will be open. So
okay.
Oh, late pledges. Okay.
Don't feel like you got to rush. We are
okay. I'm safe then. Okay.
Yeah,
And,
I completely understand where you're coming from, James, because sometimes I have to make sure that the money is going to be in there so that I don't mess up with whoever's project it is. You know, because I hate when the money is not there when they go to pull it.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I mean, we both live in New York. We can pull off a heist. Get this thing before Friday. What borough are you in? I'm in Brooklyn. Where are you at? We'll
Of
make
course,
it
we're
happen.
Brooklyn. We're all Brooklyn boys.
Wait. What neighborhood are you in?
I am Cypress Hills.
Oh, okay. All right. I could get there in like a half hour.
Also, originally Cypress Hill. I'm in Staten Island now. So
yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm closer to you then. I'm in Bay Ridge.
Oh, cool.
I just doxed myself.
You don't know nothing, folks. You didn't hear any of this.
Well, I don't worry. Like, yeah, come find me or whatever. You ever take the bears out on the boat? Yeah, come get me. All right.
Bring it.
All right, folks. Of course, join us on Monday where a lot of crazy stuff is going to happen. Well, I'm not sure of right now, but Apple Bites Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Come check us out. And of course, next week, Wednesday, we'll be doing all this again. And this weekend, if you go to either Garden State Comic Fest Vineland or Extravacon, you will see us there hanging out and doing stuff. And if you see me, talk to me and I'll put you in the trailer. Yes. And with that, on this show, when it ends, wait, hold on. Anybody else got anything to say before I go?
I have a few reviews. I saw Shin Ultraman finally. I gave that a review. Yesterday I saw the anime movie Virgin Punk Clockwork Girl, so I gave that a little review. And is it today? Yeah. Well, no, it's not. It's not Thursday yet, but either Thursday or Friday. I'm not really sure what day. I am gonna see the new Chainsaw Man movie, so look out for that too.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I've heard a lot of good things.
When I saw when we went to see the Virgin Punk, they made a mistake with the movie. The subtitles were too low in the beginning, but it was just the production staff talking and the curtain was low. Whatever. But they gave us free tickets because of that. So I get to
nice.
Oh wow.
Because they messed up.
Happen every time.
Yeah.
Weird. So folks, there it goes. Extravacon this weekend, this Saturday. We shall be there. Roman Tony will be there. See if you can find Roman Tony.
Yeah.
We'll be hanging out, and of course, the guys from Hit Point will be there, and you can learn how to play Hit Point. You can join the tournament and discover a new kind of trading card game, because this trading card game is a blast, folks. And even when you lose, you have fun. Yeah. Folks, I will be there. Come beat me. I got my cards. You saw one of my cards. Can you beat me? With that, folks, I will press the button. And where it stops, nobody knows.